You guys like basketball? Over the past few days, NBA Twitter has been going ballistic. It has been drama after controversy after nonsense for the past 2 days. And I thought that we could take a moment to give you a summary of what happened. So let's talk about our key players. Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Karl Malone. These are the four pillars of the end times. This is the four horsemen of the apocalypse. This is what we got going on right here. It was biblical what happened. I'm going to talk about the most controversial one in the beginning. Let's talk about Michael Jordan. If you haven't seen, there's this clip going around all over Twitter. In my humble opinion, this looks weird. It looks strange. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing, and I'm going to add some context to it so people can understand what's happening here. This child had water poured over him. Michael Jordan is very comfortable with this child. I believe he is basically the same way as an uncle would be. So he is trying to get the ice out of his leg or out of his back or something of that variety. But it seems to be he just kind of clutching his butt a few times and messing with his legs. I'm not really sure what's going on there. I don't know. Michael Jordan didn't seem to see any way about it. I'm not quite sure. I've seen people defend this saying, well, you guys obviously don't have uncles and this doesn't look as weird and you guys are perverted for even thinking Michael Jordan would do something of that variety. Now, I'm not going to try my best to defend Michael Jordan. I'm not going to say, oh, well, actually, those guys are right. I'm not going to do that. What I am going to say is that this looks weird. It just looks strange. It just looks really odd, especially with the Epstein files coming out and the fact that Michael Jeffrey Jordan, I believe his middle name is Jeffrey. I'm not sure what's going on here. Everything is just weird with this whole scene. I think it's really strange. I just think it looks odd and disgusting and very perverted. I hope Michael Jordan comes out and says something about it. I'm not quite sure. I just know it doesn't look good for Michael Jordan on this front. And people are going crazy explosive saying, oh, see, I knew Michael Jordan was bad. It's just a bunch of people. I believe when you get big enough, there's a group of people that are always going to hate you. As soon as you hit the 6-figure mark of followers, of subscribers, there's going to be a subsection of people that don't view you as that underdog that you grew up being, and you are now in the veins of being Mr. Six Figures. That's what we're going to call him, Mr. Six Figures. And then Michael Jordan, he's got significantly more than 6 figures, hundreds of millions of people, and obviously people are going to view him in some strange way. I've seen people throw away their Jordans, say, I'm not following Michael Jordan now, it's strange, it's odd. I hate when people throw away their stuff when they bought it already. You already have the product. You already gave the money away. You throwing something away as an act of solidarity is stupid. Also, we don't even know the full context of everything in the clip yet. So actively, you're just being dumb for performative rage. You're just being stupid. It just looks stupid. It just looks strange. I think it just looks disgusting and gross, the entire situation with Jordan. But that's the first thing. We got caught up. We're good. Let's move on to part number 2. Since we're talking about greatest of all times, I guess we can talk about LeBron James. Now, I stand heavily on the side of Michael Jordan when it comes to basketball prowess. But LeBron James says something and people are going crazy about it. He said, in regards to Israel, I've never been there, but if I have fans over there, then I hope you've been following my career. I hope I inspire people over there to not only be great in sports, but to be better in general in life. Hopefully someday I can make it over there. I've heard nothing but great things. You've heard nothing but great things about Israel? Who's talking to you about Israel? The IDF? Netanyahu? Who is Trump? Who said this to you? I can understand if you don't want to alienate certain people from your group. Actually, I can't actually. I'm not sure why LeBron James. Why are you standing with Israel in any capacity is what I'm confused about. Do you not know about the genocide? Are you? This is what, oh my God, this is what's killing me right now. Many people are criticizing LeBron James for not knowing what's going on in Israel right now. But you got to understand, he doesn't have to care about what's going on in Israel because he is a multi-millionaire. He also doesn't have to care because from what I understand about sports, from football and them getting CTE, from basketball, these guys are 6'6", 6'8", 7-foot mutants of genetics that are blessed with insane athleticism that are probably going to pass away at around the age of 70 if they're lucky, and maybe 80 if they're extra lucky, is what I'm gathering. They are also jocks. I don't expect somebody that got through on a full ride simply off their physical prowess to be enamored in the culture of the world. I don't expect them to have that be about them. I really don't. I don't expect them to know about every social political issue. I barely expect an NBA player to care about the LGBTQ community. I really don't, because most of them are black. If you don't know how the greater black community feels about homosexual people, then you are living under a rock, and I refuse to explain that to you in any capacity, because you need to grow up and stop thinking that just because a minority is a minority, that they have some semblance of solidarity with you. That is not how minorities work. People are getting on him about this statement on top of the Michael Jordan thing, these two things in combination with the third thing, Kevin Durant. Now, I'm gonna assume you don't know much about basketball, but I'm assuming that you've at least heard of KD or Kevin Durant. I'm just assuming you've heard his name through the grapevine, through the woodworks. If you don't know his personality, he is evil, bitter, petty, mean, petty, bitter, and jealous. PB&J, peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Petty, bitter, and jealous sandwich. That's what he is. And he has a bunch of burner accounts where he has been talking mess about everybody in the NBA. He is saying people are smelly, people suck, people are garbage, and it's proven that he's doing this, and this is his third burner account. On his third burner, not even his main burner, just his third burner, where he's in group chats, there's screenshots of him saying this to everybody. It's just pure evil. It's disgusting. It's wildly vitriolic over and over again. So that's the third thing. KD's just going on his burner account and talking mess about people. So now we're all caught up with the three. We got Michael Jordan with that weird nonsense with the children. We got LeBron James, and he's basically saying he is supportive of Israel. And then we have the third one, which is Kevin Durant, and he is being wildly bitter and petty towards people, towards his teammates, all this jazz, and making alt Twitters just to talk mess on his burner accounts, making sure people know that he's talking mess about people because he has insider information, just being bitter and petty and jealous. Now those are the three. Now let's get to the big kahuna. Karl Malone, when he was younger, laid betwixt the sheets with somebody at the age of 1-3, right? And then he was the age of 20. The child grew into this person right here. Now, this is all alleged. This is all alleged. I don't have any proof of this, but this is what they're saying about Karl Malone. Now, there is significant proof of this technically, but I'm going to say it's all alleged so I don't get sued by Karl Malone just in case his video pops off randomly one of these days, and then I randomly have to explain myself, so I'm just going to say alleged. So, this is his son. His son looks like Craig Robinson and a pit bull put together. I really don't have a better way to describe that, but that is Karl Malone's alleged son. So that's going on there. Strange work all around, and this all happened in the past 2 days. I'm gonna give my thoughts and quick summary about how I feel about the entire situation real fast. I don't think anybody that plays sports is a good person. I don't think anybody that plays basketball, baseball, or football are good people, because in my opinion, they are jocks. They are people that are meatheads that got through with their lives by being physically gifted, and they didn't really have to rely on anything else besides their physical gifts to get far in life. All they have to do is be good at playing ball and work out and exercise. I think that takes a tremendous amount of talent, and I commend them for their athleticism, but in terms of them being moralistically good people, that has never been a concern in any capacity. At all. It really has never been my concern. My concern mainly has been if they are good at ball game, whatever ball game may be. That is pretty much it. Thinking these people are moralistically good will ruin you. Their main job is to be aggressive and to actually get points and to be competitive. That's their main job. They're going to be explosive. They're going to have brain damage. They're not going to have the greatest political opinions. They're not going to have the greatest moralistic opinions. They have no reason to. Their entire job is to, guess what, be good at being athletic. That's their entire thing. You can see this with Shaquille O'Neal, how he talks to Angel Reese and how he talks to younger women and how he meets younger women at hotel rooms and he pays for them and does wicked wild things with them. You can see this with the allegations of Kobe Bryant and what happened there. You can see this in the entirety of how Michael Jordan has a wild gambling addiction. You can see this in all of them, actually, if you look more than just what their athleticism brings them. You can see this in Dennis Rodman, how he, for some reason, I don't know why this is, has a very close relationship with the entirety of North Korea. All of them. He has an entirely very close relationship with all of North Korea because I believe Kim Jong-un really likes basketball. And I mean really likes basketball a lot. That was going on. The NBA Twitter was going crazy about all these things. And let me know how you feel about the entirety of the situation. I'm not going to bog you down with too much. Just want to give you a summary. So thank you so much. Have a lovely day or night wherever you're at. And I'm out. Peace. Bye. Happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. Ooh, I love the ride when you're free.